Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to Planning with Jamie. Today we are in our ERIN CONDREN 7x9 Daily Duo. This is the Fresh Start July one that has the dashboard planner also included in it. So I'm so super excited to do this plan with me with you. So what we are focusing on for this video is the dashboard layout for week 28. I want to flip through here real quick. Haven't really done much of a move-in process quite yet. So I've put my name there. And then I haven't decided here, but I think I'm going to recreate like what kits I'm designing for what months here. That seems very, very helpful for me. And so that is my thought process so far. And then we did the monthly all together. This is working really, really awesome for me. And then we laid down a little bit of like social media tasks or goals. It's basically like my YouTube videos in here and then little notes about like designs or releases and all that kind of stuff. This will be our July master to-do list for personal life. And so we just kind of started a few things like that on the video. And then you could see we're not quite here. So I haven't written more in since we filmed. But it is laid out and is ready to go. All right, so that leads us into flipping the page over and we are going to be going into week 28. For this week, we are using kit 416 from my Planning with Jamie shop. It's at www.planningwithjamie.com. And so this is the 416 dashboard planner bundle is what you end up getting. So the dashboard planner bundle has page 1 and page 2. Or you can order these a la carte. The other thing you can do that is very, very helpful is the pure fact that if you want everything to match each week, so you want the dashboard planner bundle and you want the daily duo bundle, pick bundle 3. So bundle 3 will have all of the sheets that you need for those. And it is listed out in the description, what all is included, all that kind of stuff. So I am so super excited, but so super surprised that we are already on week 28. Like this is just crazy how fast this year is going. I have been missing the dashboard planner. So I didn't use it for a few weeks while we were on vacation. And then I'm kind of in the process of switching to this new one. And the first week in here, week 27, does not have the dashboard planner pages in it. And I have to say, it affected me more than I thought it was going to. And so I am so super excited to get back into this. It's July 6th through the 12th. It is birthday week at our house. Okay, we generally like taking this and we like putting it kind of centered here. And I just eyeball it. And that way I know like at the header what this is. It's really nice to know what week of the year we're at. All right, so we are going to get it up top here. And if I just hold like both sides, I don't know, I feel like I just like naturally feel where the center is or what feels good. And then I just lay it down that way. So, all right, then the next thing I like to do is, let me get my tweezers out. Everything that I use is linked in my Amazon storefront because these like really precision tweezers are so super helpful. I really like how they feel like with the stickers and all this kind of stuff. So we need the 6th, 7th, and the 8th. We're gonna date these first. And the 11th and 12th. Awesome. I find it just easier to put them on my hands when I'm filming, and that way it's not like blocking you guys' view. I don't know, it's funny. I've been filming for so many years that you just kind of get used to those new ways of things. All right. It feels really weird to plan without actually filming it, and every now and then I have to because otherwise I'm going to get behind and stuff, and I just really need my planners set up to have maximum productivity, and it helps me feel less stressed and all the good stuff. All right, so we have those all labeled, and then I want to see which ones of these I want to use at the bottom. So I love putting the washi strips to kind of box in the page. And I think for this case, we are going to use those ones. So I always do the outside corner and lay down, and then I just follow the bottom to the inside, and that way it ends up lining up perfectly over here. And then flip over, and we're going to do the same thing. I cannot believe it is 4th of July. So I am recording this right before the 4th of July. And so we have not like celebrated everything. Obviously this date range is right after it. But yeah, I am really, really excited for the 4th of July. I think it'll be really nice, except for there's chance of weather. So we will see how that ends up going. You know, it is what it is. When you have outside events, there's always the risk of weather putting a little hiccup into that. Okay, let's turn. And then I like to start laying down all of the different colors. And I'm going to go a little bit out of color just because there's not much yellow up here. And I think this is going to help the yellow like really pop versus there's quite a bit of green up there. So I just go on the outside edge. There we go. And then I think we'll just go in order from there. So yellow, green. And I just really love how this like borders out each day and lets me know like we're on a fresh start here. All right. And we're gonna take, let's do the light pink one because these ones are a different color and there'll be more contrast. And I need 2 of them here versus the other pink, I'll just need 1. I am really happy that ERIN CONDREN made this decision to put this in. There we are. And then we're gonna put the dark pink one down. All right, then let's go ahead and put our days of the week down, and I'm just going to keep it a Monday start. There for a while I had changed it to a Sunday start, and I've just chosen, you know, let's go back to the OG again. There we go. And a lot of this I just find easier to do with either my planner upside down or sideways. So I know it's really weird for filming, but it makes it just more accurate for me. Like I could see the straight lines. All right, so let me know the dashboard planner pages, kind of what all are you putting into each page on each section. Obviously I use it for content planning and that works really, really well for me, but I've also considered if I didn't want to do that, if I wanted to use it for personal life and have this like my week at a glance type idea, but I felt like it was very repetitive for me. So I feel like for me personally, it's really, really great to have it be, you know, just like a content planner. It works well. I'm not going to put this box down yet because I'm in between if I want to do 2 boxes or if I'm going to do one of these boxes. So I think let's flip over and keep going over here. And what I try to do is basically look at what this design is over here and make sure that this design isn't exactly that. And both are really, really great options. I do have boxes in the background here, so I'm going to go with the dots. So I just like the big pop of different pattern there. And then I just line it up at this bottom line of the box and it fits perfectly. Now comes the question, do we want any habit trackers in here this week? And I actually think we do, which is a little bit new for me. I don't generally, so we're just gonna do 3 of them, and then this one will be a side box. And the reason why we are going to do it is because consistency is something that I am working on. I do really, really good, and then it's like life throws us a curve, And you know, summertime, it's just busy. It's really, really busy. So these ones I like to, whoops, that's going to be our habits. I like to line up at the top of the box and then just lay down. And then you can see these lines shine through in the center of the sticker. And I love that because it gives me like writing lines to do. Okay, now let's go on to our habits. And let's see. I'm trying to see if I want to do different colors for each one, but I'm going to do them just like I have them. All right, so we have green, pink. So what I'm thinking for these habits will be like an Instagram. It can be, I have Instagram, Facebook, and I have members only. I have YouTube. I have a lot of stuff to keep up with, and I am learning as I go. So like this morning I put out a reel and I recorded it straight on Instagram. Well, funny me, I shouldn't have done that. I should have recorded it on my phone because my plan was to upload that as a YouTube Shorts, an Instagram Reel, and then onto Facebook also. And instead, it's all saved on Instagram only. I could have redone it, but you know, you live and you learn. Okay, like I'm trying to live and learn. Okay, let's go ahead, and I like to lay these down to delineate different sections of the page, and I love the extra pop of color. That one's pretty crooked though. Let's fix that one a little bit here. There we go. And then same with this one. This is just such a fun kit. Like the patterns are really, really fun. All right, we are going to lay this down. Gosh, it feels like forever since I've gotten to lay down a kit in the dashboard planner. Okay, so these are obviously going to be our habits. So let's get that all labeled. And then I like making this one priorities. Or should I do this week? Actually, let's do this week because we like drawing in our different kits that we're working on. And I have decided, I let you guys down so bad in July for my release. I have decided for August that as I get them designed, they're gonna get released. So like I have the first two designed, I've just gotta make like all the thumbnails and stuff for the listings, and I'm just going to release them as they get done instead of waiting until all 4 kits are done. And that way you guys don't have to wait, because you shouldn't have to. Okay, so this will be this week, this will be notes, and then over here, let's put priorities. I like that little idea. Okay, and then it comes down to, we always do film and edit here. That works perfectly, it's going nowhere. So let's use these green ones because they're nice and bold. So film, and then this one will be an edit. All right, and we are going to go ahead and see if those scripts are in here for me. I might be needing to refill them. I don't recall. Yeah, I have an edit, but I don't have the film, so I will have to find those out to do this. But this section like works the best for me out of everything, I have to say. So this is like not going anywhere. The hard part is like I like to bulk film or bulk edit, and so I have to know like where I'm at in the process of each video and all this kind of stuff. And it can get pretty hard when you get so many videos going on. And so I really like that I have a process in place to kind of keep everything. And in fact, I have a video from week 20. I think it's a fitness plan with me from week 20 that never even got uploaded because I didn't get it edited on time. And part of me says, Jamie, go ahead and do it. Like nobody really cares the true date range. And the other part of me is like, just move on from it. But I just like when that happens. It's a lot of time, effort, all that kind of stuff that just goes to waste basically. So, okay, on here, I know we have 4 kits that we are doing for this month. So 1, 2, 3. I love when I have this because I know what part of the process that I'm in. And then it was 7 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Love that. It's so cute. And gray is such a simple color for mild liner. It just matches everything. Okay, and then the kit numbers that we are working with is 420, 421, 422, and 423. So if you're needing August kits, those are what you could type in. Just type kit 420. That one is super cute. It's back to school. Oh my gosh, hold on. I just grabbed the monthly that I'm going to be using, so I printed out August already on it. And look at these colors. Look at the pink bows, like the bows made with pencils. I mean, I thought this was so super cute. But it wasn't like slappy on the face back to school either, with like red, greens, and yellows. And so yeah, this is kit 420 and it's getting uploaded within the next couple of days or maybe even tonight. I basically, like, I was working on it and now my computer has to do a upgrade. And so while the computer is doing an upgrade, I have decided that I would film this video here real quick. So, you know, technology, it happens. All right, so August kits, and then, okay, what all parts was it? It was pattern design screenshots, thumbnails, which I'm going to start calling PNGs because that's what they end up going out for, and then list, print, and cut was what all we did. Okay, so pattern design screenshot, PNG, we are switching it to, and then we have list, print, and cut. Okay, love that. And we already have process. Okay, so kit 420 is most of the way done, minus the PNGs and lists. 421 is most of the way done, again, minus PNG, list. That one still needs printed. But then, you know, it's halfway done. Like, I'm really happy with this. Okay, over here, how do we want to do this? Okay, so definitely top priority is members. So we're going to put that. We have a YouTube membership. We do some lives together. I put polls out. You get priority shipping. I guess that one isn't listed and I should actually update it. So basically, like, if you have an order come through, I'm going to, even if you're like 7th down in the order process, like, I'm going to process your order first. And I will continue to do that until I have too many members and I can't do that anymore. But I think it's a really, you know, an extra thank you so much for being here and doing a little bit of extra with me. And then there's extra videos and all that kind of stuff that comes out too. So just be patient with me with that because I'm trying to build up, you know, the members only video library and all this kind of stuff. So you get a more say also sometimes in what patterns I use. Like, what do you want the theme of the monthly pattern to be? Do you want it this or that? Or even like in July, I had asked, do you just want one kit that is 4th of July theme, or do you love to have like the whole entire month to be 4th of July theme? And so you get some personal say in what is coming to you. All right, so members, and then posting on Instagram, and then this one, let's put design, because that's really something I want to focus on, is making sure all the designs get done. Okay, I love that. That works really well. Then down here, this list, I'm trying to decide if I want to bust this into 2 different lists, and one be members and then the other one be to do. Like, for sure we need the to do one. So we'll put that over there. And then over here, actually, let's make this one be members over here. I feel like that'll work. So let's grab, do I want the big box? Yeah, let's do it. I was still in between whether the small boxes would be correct to use. And I just like the idea of it being big here. And then we're going to call it just MO for members only. Okay. There. And then let's see. I really love always putting these down over here. We usually cut off this top. Let's go ahead and do that because it does help me with gripping the paper while I'm filming and not getting in the way of you guys' view. And then we just always lay them down on the dots. I love it. I really missed you guys on vacation. It's funny how much of a community we've really built up. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go over there and find me on everything I am planning with Jamie. So find me on Instagram, find me on Facebook, and then obviously you're here on YouTube. Make sure you hit a big thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed so that you keep on seeing me on your For You page. So, all right. I'm trying to film a whole bunch because we have family coming in from out of state and they are staying with us. And because of that, I don't know how much filming I'm getting done, but it's also a holiday. So I'm taking the holiday off. But yeah, I just need to make sure that I get ahead. And so the best way to get ahead is to just do it. So yep, I figure as soon as my computer said it had to update before I could keep working on the designs and getting the kits out, I'm like, yep, okay, move on to the next thing. And the next thing is filming. Okay, so I like tracking like how many Planning with Jamie supporters, planner pals, and then planner besties that I have. So I'm gonna put supporters, pals, and besties. And what all these are the different levels of membership. And I'll have to go find all these statistics when this week ends up getting here. Like I said, I'm pre-filming this. And then maybe I'll put over here like what I'm doing for each one. So each level has different offerings to it. And then you pick whatever you feel like is the most appropriate, and you can always change that whenever you want and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so Monday was, let's use one of these. Monday was a work day. So we are going to put that there because that holds me back from working. Like I work really long hours, so it holds me back from doing Planning with Jamie, which is life, right? And then the other day that I work is Thursday. So we are going to grab another one and put it down on Thursday. Beautiful. And let's go grab some work scripts. So I have a whole bunch of them in here. I love this book, you guys. This is like so super helpful. I would recommend it to just about everyone. All right, so I've been filming the fitness plan with me's for you guys, the monthlies. We've been planning, we did the first daily duo in here. I had shown you guys that, but it was a very abbreviated version of it, right? There was only a few days. Well, it was missing Monday and Tuesday, so there was quite a few days, but I love that, like getting back at the swing of things. Okay, so starting here, our hours are changing, and so it's not really a big question anymore. Where did I put that? Way back here. It's not really a question anymore, like what hours I'm working. It's more of a location type thing. So I am gonna put that in here. And let's see. Oh, I don't work on Monday. I work Tuesday, Wednesday this week. You know what I did? I put in my work schedule for this week. All right, Tuesday and Wednesday. This still works out. This is why I love that these are repositionable, you guys, because I'm crazy. All right, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's also telling me I need to get stuff done. Our visitors leave Sunday morning, and so I will have part of Sunday and then part of Monday to get stuff done. The one thing I will continue to work on while we have visitors, I'm just taking the 4th of July off, but while we have visitors, I will still be processing orders. So have no fear about that. If you do an order during that time frame, I'm still sitting down for that. I'm just not doing the filming. I might do the editing part. It's just really hard to film when there is extra chaos in the house. So that's why I'm pre-doing this for you guys. Okay, so locations is D and B. Okay. That way I know where I'm going, which isn't as important in here, but, and then the other thing that I think we want to look at is when did we say we were going to put out certain things, okay? So for this week, it was Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday that I want to put out a video. So let's look here. And here's the hard part about videos is like, this can change so fast. So Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So these 3 days, let's put out, we're not gonna write in what the video titles are. We're just going to, what other color do we have? Yellow. And I already have yellow there. So let's do this pink. I love contrasting colors like this when we do that. Right, and then we are going to put this one right here. Love, love, love. Let's go ahead and get our YouTube stickers. So these are mini YouTube icons and they are also on my website. Love these. I almost want to put up here on Monday too, because it just seems like it should be lining up that way. I also don't want to line myself up for failure. It'll depend on how many videos I already have ready, whether I add another one up there. Let's see. What else do I like to do? I like to do the flags. I'm just trying to make sure that we are at a part that we are ready for the flags. So when I do the flags, what I do, you know what? I'm also going to grab this because it is a payday that day. And let's get out, let's use the red and just put it right here because the red of the strawberries. Anyways, what I like to do is look at each day and see what availability I actually have. And Monday the 6th, I actually have a lot of availability. So what I do because of that is I put as many flags down as there is lines because I know that I am just gonna really sit down and hit it. So. I have to keep track of time because there's afternoon dance running that has to be done. There's just always, right? There's always something else. Okay, on the 7th, I work. My son has an appointment. My daughter has dance. We have afternoon dance. We have a lot on this day. That being said, a lot of times during work on my half-hour break, I either go walking or I will edit a video. So I feel like on work days generally, I will put 2 flags. With that being said, with me getting done so early at night, there's a chance I get a little bit more done. But again, I'll just put down 2 over here also on a work day. Perfect, perfect. Okay, and then on Thursday, that's my daughter's birthday. This is my twins' birthday. So we might be busy, but that being said, in the morning time, I could definitely still get some stuff done. So I think, let's go ahead and we're gonna put 3 down. I think I'm actually gonna move that up 1 little box. Well, maybe not, let's leave it there. And then put these other 2. Perfect. And then up here, let's just write in Lexi B-Day. So everybody down below say happy 17th birthday to Lexi, and then happy 12th birthday to Brooklyn and Beckett. Like, I cannot believe, let's write right here, Twins B-Day. And that way, if I look back and I'm like, I had that day off, why didn't I do more? It just flags me right away, like, because your kids are priority. Okay, on Friday, let's see. I mean, Thursday's really, really busy, even with her birthday, like outside of her birthday. So let's see, I think for Friday, we could put in a couple more, because like I said, I'm really good about waking up early and like getting straight to work. And if they want to sleep in on their birthday, they can. So, all right, we're gonna do 4 on that day. And then Saturday, we actually have hockey the majority of the day, but I'm still gonna put quite a few there. Because again, morning and then later in the afternoon, usually we're pretty tired after being out in the heat nonstop. And so then when we get home, we're like not necessarily doing housework per se. We're trying to rest. And part of my resting is doing stuff like this, AKA working even more. Okay, and then on to Sunday, we have some solo rehearsals. So actually, that could be a good edit time because I have to go and I sit for quite a few hours at the studio while they are learning their solos, and then we film it. And so let's put this up one more, actually, right there. And we're gonna fill the rest of the lines because usually that works out pretty well. Okay, so. And this is, if I was using this for personal stuff, I could put like what chores I'm going to do each day. This could come down to what's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. You know, I'm trying to lose some weight and get healthier and stuff. So that could be really helpful. It could be like what errands. It could be your self-care of the day. I mean, there are so many options that you could write in over here. So I love how this page is all done. Let's flip over here. And then for our to-do list, we're gonna put in a whole bunch of these different stickers here. And just fill, we'll stay right there. I was thinking of moving it up one more, but I think we're just fine right there. Actually, okay. Actually, we have an extra green, so we're just gonna like put that one on top there. And then this green will just keep going down at the bottom. Okay. And I think, do I want to put this over here as a little to buy? So there's been a few things that I've been needing to buy recently, and so I feel like that can work out right there. Let's keep our flags going here. I love just having to-do lists and my brain can turn off. Like, it doesn't worry about what I might forget, or like what kit was that I needed to do that with, and you know, it just helps so much. Perfect. We are so close to done with this dashboard planner for this week that this is like awesome being back in it. Okay. All right. You all that switched over to A5 size, let me know down below how that is going for you. I've been really curious. A lot of you guys are ordering A5 size, so it makes me feel like you guys are really loving it. All right, let's go ahead and put a top 3 priority over here because we have the numbers, so we might as well. All right, so top 3, and my top 1 is getting August kits done, and then top 2 would probably be to be doing filming and editing, and then we'll see what the third one is. I think I like this. I think I like how it is standing right now. I don't want to like clutter it up too much. Down here, let's write to buy. There we go. And let's take a peek. All right, so this is the ERIN CONDREN 7x9 Daily Duo that now has also the dashboard planner in it. I absolutely love it. So the dashboard planner for me is all set up for my business, and I love it because every single section has a very delineated purpose. I think what I am going to do, because we have this page ahead and this is always a to-do list for me, I think I'm gonna set up this page when I do my daily duo. And then this dashboard planner will be a separate video. Sometimes I'll put them all together at once like I used to do with my week at a glance. I am gonna miss my week at a glance like crazy, you guys. And maybe I could figure out a way to still get that going or get that in here. The other request some people have had is to try my fitness kit. So this is my fitness kit. This is kit 416, so the matching one. They have requested that I try to use this in the dashboard planner, and so that's one of the videos that will be coming up so that you guys can kind of see how you can utilize this page differently if you don't want to do something such as this. So all right, make sure that you have hit that big thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.